Hello and welcome to the C programming tutorial for beginners. In this video, we will study the importance of C programming language and also understand why C is important programming language for every computer student and researcher. C is a very powerful language and also called as mother of all programming languages. From job interview point of view, C is an important aspect which recruiters are looking for. C is widely used functional programming language and most of the programming languages are direct descendants or influenced by C programming language. So, let us study the basics of C programming language. Overview. C language is developed by Dennis Ritchie in 1972. And as I said, C is a powerful functional or structured programming language. C language is a best example of modular programming. Let us study the different programming languages and their examples. Programming languages are of three types: low-level language, middle-level language, and high-level language. For low-level language, there are two types: machine language and assembly language. Machine language is written using binary codes, that is zeros and ones, whereas assembly language is a processor-specific language. A high-level language is a programming language designed to simplify computer programming. For example, C++, Java, .NET, Python are all high-level languages. In this, code is written in a language which user understand, that is English. And there are interpreters who converts the high-level language code into low-level language which machine understands. Whereas C programming language is a middle-level language because it actually binds the gap between machine level and high-level languages. A user can use C programming language to write code of an operating system as well as an application program like any billing system. And therefore, C is a very powerful language which has features of both high-level languages and low-level languages. Language family. The input which are allowed to write a C program are all alphabets, that is A to Z, both capital and small, numbers, that is from 0 to 9 and any combination, the special characters, spaces, and all arithmetic operators. That is, we can use all these to write a C program. The smallest individual unit in a C program is called as token. And a token can be identifiers. Programmer chosen names to represent a part of a C program are called as identifiers. Keywords. These are the words that have special meaning and cannot be changed at any instance. And constants are fixed values that does not changes during the program execution. Special symbols. These are used to represent any expression or equation in a C program. And operators are used to perform arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, etc. There are certain rules to define an identifier. The rules are: an identifier can only contain alphanumeric characters, that is A to Z and underscore. The first character of an identifier can only be alphabet or underscore. Identifiers are also case sensitive in C. That is, number and number are two different identifiers in C, where in the second word N is capital. Keywords are not allowed to be used as identifiers because these are reserved words. And no special character such as semicolon, white spaces, slash or comma can be used to write an identifier. This shows there are 32 keywords in C programming language. These all are reserved words and have a special meaning, and they are used as per the requirement of the program. Constants. Constants are defined as numeric constant or character constant. In case of numeric constant, they can be integer or real constant, and character constants can be single character constant or string constant. And as I said, constant have fixed value which remains unchanged throughout the program. Let us study a structure of a C program. A C program is mainly divided into 4 parts. The first is header file declaration. The header files are the files which contains some predefined functions, and as per the requirement of a program, we can include header file in the program. The second part is global variable or function declaration section. In a program, there can be 0 or more number of global variables, and a C program may or may not contain a function, so this part is optional. Then there is a third section which is very important section, that is a main program. So in this void main function, we write the actual programming sentences. If the program does not contain main function, the program will not execute. So this is very important section. And the last is function definition. That is, if a C program contains any function, then its definition is written in this section. So these are 4 sections, or a C program is divided in these 4 sections. We will study more about all these 4 sections in detail in the next part. The last but very important thing to write a C program is editor and compiler. So let us understand what is meant by editor. Editor is a software program that allows the user to create and edit the text files, and in a programming field, the term editor is usually refers to source code editor that includes many special features for writing and editing codes. Whereas compiler is a computer software that translates the source code written in a high language, that is C, into set of machine language instruction that can be understood by a computer. To write a C program, there are many editors and compilers available. First, we can use DaveCpp and CodeBlock software for writing a C program, and both Windows and Linux operating system support these softwares. These softwares has inbuilt editor as well as compiler. The next software which is widely used to write a C program is TurboC. It is for Windows. And there is one more, that is TurboC++, which can be used for writing a C program. The next is VI editor and GCC compiler. This is a combination for typing a C program on Linux operating system. Here we can type the code using VI editor and compile and execute the program using GCC compiler. So this was all about the different softwares which we can use to write a C program and to execute it. In the next part, we will study the control structures and the programming statements of C programming language, and we will also study some programming examples. Thank you for watching.